RadioSEEN.
Said you're everything I ever hoped for in a woman, and as long as I may live, ooh, yeah.
What's good, everybody? Yeah, loving that classic soul and R&B there. See, that I could do. Now, if you have some OJs or Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, that's what I'm talking about. Well, welcome back, everybody. Just to let you know what I did since the last show, it was crazy. Diddy Run the City is a huge promoter in New York. He does lots and lots of stuff out there. He did a party with Joel Santana. Shouts out to DJ Starks, who's now been part of the Gwinnett team. He's been doing his thing, so shouts out to DJ Starks. That in itself was a crazy party. But then I went to DJ Self's birthday party at Amnesia, party number 1. As you see, Wyclef was there, Jewels, Red, Omanaya, everybody's there. So let me give you some pictures, share with you some pictures from the party. We had Red Cafe and Self was there, of course. So shouts out to them. Kimbella and Jewels were there. Now, pause. That's Kimbella. Anybody see anything different? Because something don't look the same to me, but shouts out to them. She looks totally different to me. I thought it wasn't her and they were lying and somebody else was there. But AB, Antoine Bailey, who was a guest on my show in the past, was in there doing his thing. And I'm telling y'all, he's doing his thing in New York. They loving him in New York. So trying to get him out here to CT more. Young Joey, Brick Squad was in the building. They were doing their things. And then Twin, who's Joel's brother. And it's actually funny because I got a picture. Yes, ladies, Joel's has a twin, but he's married. He loves his wife very much. He's a very dedicated husband, so shouts out to them. DJ Ty Boogie was in the building. Ron Browse was in the building. Wyclef was in the building singing Happy Birthday to Self, which was huge. And then I have my girlies in the building, Danielle and Chantel. They were doing their thing. They had them on the websites and stuff. It was really nice. But special thanks to alltheparties.com for the great picks. Also, shouts out to So. He was there. Uncle Murder, Chinks Drugs, John Depp. Murder, Chinks, and John. Yeah, I had to school him a little bit about what I'm doing and why they need to stop fronting on interviews. So we'll see how that goes. I'll be quiet. I'll leave that one alone. Actually, I had 3 security guards on me during that party. It was quite interesting. One of my favorite promoters actually flipped the script on me. I was shocked, and security in these places kind of treat me like a groupie all the time, so I try to have stuff handled, and it didn't happen. And I happened to walk by the security, and I said, yeah, because security's acting like an asshole. And next thing you know, they didn't want to let me upstairs. They had security blocking me. They had 2 other security guards coming. Ridiculous. So quite funny. Shouts out to DJ Rush, by the way, who is officially a part of DJ Self's Gwinnett team. So he's been doing his thing. And I also went to Asylum in Waterbury. Shouts out to Buddha, a Global N. He does his thing out there on Saturday nights. DJ S Boogie was there, showing love as always. DJ Jazzy Joyce was in the building. G Money was there. Sub-Zero was there. Vane, who's part of the G Boys. He didn't come out with us, but he was there. And the PIF unit. So it was a nice party. But then the Waterbury police decided to come in and raid the party, checking everybody's IDs, checking the bathroom. It was ridiculous. And then they were in the parking lot randomly running license plates. And I found out, I guess the DMV never processed my insurance to show that it wasn't canceled. And it turned out my registration was suspended for 2 weeks. But they let me go, which was quite nice. But yeah, so that was my weekend. Now, let me talk a little bit about my BS report. And this week it's totally about the bullshit. So I got it again on Twitter. Remember that show I was talking about how I guess I'm popping now. I don't know. Maybe I'm starting to pop and get a little buzz, and that's when the hate comes, right? Because, I think to know me is to love me. I'm not perfect, but I'm a good person and I'm friendly, and unless you're an asshole, then I let you know about yourself. But so anyway, this chick gets on Twitter. And you got these Twitter thugs, right? I'm sorry. So yeah, so this chick gets on Twitter. I guess she's 22 years old. She ends up, I'm sorry, guys. 1 second. You told him? Okay. Okay, so anyway, this chick gets on Twitter, and she tells me I'm old and I'm ugly, and that I have a daughter who's her age, 22. And she says I need to stop riding these rappers' dicks. That's what she told me. So I'm saying, okay, if you're gonna call me old and ugly, at least be better looking than me. And I asked her, like, why are you worried about whose dick I'm riding when obviously you're riding mine? Like, I didn't get it. And then, you know, I told her that celebrities that I'm turning down, she can only dream of being in the room with. So, and then I finally ended that conversation with her by telling her I think she needed to go home and get on her knees and pray and just ask God that she could look like me when she's 41. So that's kind of where we were at. But yeah, the hate is just like for no reason. I have no idea who she is. Never seen her before in my life. Never had contact with this chick. Like, yeah, I must be popping. It must be a good thing. So anyway, with that being said, you guys know that Joel Santana recently dropped his mixtape, God Willin'. And, you know, like I said, shouts out to Joel's. Had a fun conversation with him at Self's party. That was quite hilarious. But he has this song out with Future. Now, let me talk about how we're settling for just anything. Like, Future's probably the hottest person to get pulled onto hooks right now, right? And he can't sing, yo. Like, I don't get it. Like, if you heard him make a record and you didn't know who he was, you would be like, you have got to be fucking kidding me. Turn this shit off. But it's doing what it's doing. That's the state of hip-hop and R&B these days. But the song is hot, supporting Joel. So here you go. This is Nobody Knows, and it's off the God Willin' mixtape.
We play the hottest mixtape music from today's top hip-hop and R&B stars. It's mixtapefm.com.